This is gonna be titled Matt Walsh didn't dismantle anything, and I'm getting fucking tired of your video titles. Um, it's in response to this crap thing. Matt Walsh dismantles the quote child-free movement. Um, it really wasn't all that hard to deal with Matt Walsh and his argument, and to come up with a counter rebuttal to him. I mean, on the fly, Uh, if I decide to stop having kids, no one else is going to stop having kids. It's really that simple. Matt Walsh is all like, but if there's a child-free movement, then human extinction is no, no. If there's a small but growing movement and rebellion against having children, the childbirth rate is still not really imperiled at all. There is a bit of an emerging movement, but I gotta say, like Matt tries to debunk it, but it's like humans will go extinct, and it's like no, they won't. I mean, like a tiny fraction of the population decides that they don't want kids anymore, and you know people will keep having kids just fine. And aside, the world is already has plenty of people in it, anyways. It doesn't need more, you know. And Matt Walsh is like just debunking this whole thing. Like it says that Matt Walsh dismantles the child free movement, the quote child free movement, and it's like, dude, like you thought you dismantled. Like this is what I can't stand about this. Like it's the Matt Walsh show, and it says that Matt Walsh dismantles the child free movement as the video title. Like Matt, you decided to give yourself credit for this, for having dismantled it, when in reality, like only we could have told you, your audience, and not even just your audience, but the other people that are not really normal consumers of your content, could have told you that you didn't even succeed in any semblance of the way at actually dismantling fucking anything. Like it's kind of amusing to some extent that people can just give videos whatever title they goddamn want and pretend that they won something. But the reality is that we'll tell you if you actually manage to convince us, and it's really that simple. As far as Matt Walsh's argument, it's one of the dumbest arguments of all time. It really should go down in history as one of the worst. As far as the child free movement, the quote child free, as he puts it, movement. Yeah, the air quotes and everything to show that no one's child free. Not yeah, bro. I feel quite happy about my decision. I'm not suffering in any way as a result. I mean, I it's astonishing to me though there are people that really honestly think that we're missing out on something if we don't have kids. Like, nope. You imagine that, and I don't feel that way at all, and I don't have to, and you can't make me. Like Matt Walsh though was talking about how the media loves like the idea of human extinction and everything, and it's like, why are we even talking about human extinction in the context of people deciding not to have kids? And you're probably thinking, well, it logically follows. I'm just taking your arguments to the logical conclusions, but it's not actually taking my argument to its logical conclusion, which is just, if I decide not to have kids, basically no one else is going to decide not to have kids because of my individual decision not to have kids. And there will still be plenty of people out there desperate to become parents and screw and fuck up their own lives by having kids. I just don't want to be one of the hazards that the hazards of modern society that do this. Um, but Matt Walsh debunks, dismantles. God, I mean, this is so cringe-inducing on this platform that it's like, why are we just letting people title videos whatever the fuck they want?